Hi, my name is Robert Abston with Galeana Chrysler Jeep, and I'd like to take a few minutes of your time today to discuss this newly designed 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, Jeep has changed many of the features this year. Some of them will be easily recognized, like the new aerodynamic sculpted body with 7-slot front grille, and others will need a closer look, like the Smart Beam and high-intensity intelligent headlight system with auto leveling. This light system will actually control the intensity needed to maximize your vision at night. If you take a closer look inside this light, you'll notice how Jeep has allowed their engineers to be creative this year, as there's an actual casting of the front of the Jeep inside that light. Pretty cool, don't you think? Jeep has also increased the body structure's torsional stiffness by 146% and added NVH, a noise reduction material. These two things teamed together will give this Jeep the most quiet, comfortable ride you've ever experienced. Under the hood of this fine new machine, you'll find two available motors. The newly designed 3.6-liter V6 is capable of producing 290 horsepower and 260 foot-pounds of torque to give it a best-in-class for horsepower. It also increased the fuel efficiency this year by 11% to give us another best-in-class for fuel range. This vehicle will actually travel with this new V6 over 500 miles on one single tank of gas. The second available motor this year will be the 5.7-liter V8 with MDS, capable of producing 360 horsepower with 390 foot-pounds of torque. And the MDS simply stands for Multiple Displacement System, which is a system that will allow this vehicle to move seamlessly from a V8 to a 4-cylinder when power is not necessary, and then to reverse that process when the power is necessary, to earn this motor another best-in-class for fuel efficiency and horsepower. There'll be 3 available 4-wheel drive systems this year. The Quadra-Trac 1, which is a full-time 4-wheel drive system, Quadra-Trac 2, which has a 2-speed transfer case for low-range 4-wheel drive, and then Quadra-Drive 2 with ELSD. Now, ELSD simply stands for Electronic Limited Slip Differential. This vehicle will actually allow you to transfer torque up to 100% to any of the wheels that are slipping, whether it needs to move from front to rear or side to side. Now, if you select Quadra-Trac 2 or Quadra-Drive 2, the Select Terrain feature will come available to you. Now, you can select the actual type of terrain that you're going to drive on. There'll be 5 different settings. There'll be rock, sand and mud, snow and ice, there's a sport mode, and then a neutral. The neutral will be important because if you plan on flat towing this vehicle, you will need that neutral setting. Quadra Lift will also be available this year, a closed air suspension system that will allow this vehicle to actually raise and lower, to give us another best-in-class for ground clearance of over 10.1 inches in ground clearance. If you move to the driver's side of the vehicle, I'd like to talk to you about another best-in-class that we earned this year for having more than 45 safety features in this vehicle, such as the active head restraint system that will allow the head restraint to actually move forward in a collision to minimize your head injuries. There's also adaptive cruise control available this year. By using your electronic vehicle information center, you can program this cruise control to maintain a safe distance from the vehicle in front of you. And by using a couple of different systems on the vehicle, like the electronic throttle control and the ABS brakes, this vehicle will actually maintain that safe distance that you selected. Available this year will be Ready Alert braking. When the vehicle senses a depression of the gas pedal, a rapid decrease of pressure on it, it will automatically move the brake pads closer to the brake disc so that when you do apply brake pressure, you'll minimize your stopping distance. Rain-sensitive braking will be available this year. Believe it or not, guys, this vehicle actually senses when it rains outside, and again, moves those pads close enough to that disc to remove any excess water that may be apparent on the disc, again, minimizing your stopping distance. With our new double dash construction and side acoustical glass and the inclusion of the NVH material that we earlier discussed, again, this will be the most quiet, comfortable vehicle you've ever experienced. If you move to the rear of the vehicle, I'd like to talk to you about a couple other features that we included this year, like park rear view camera, backup camera system. This will place a camera in the back of the vehicle and a display in your dash so that when you do put the vehicle in reverse, you will actually be able to see what's behind your vehicle. With Park Sense technology, while you're also acting and backing in this manner, if you get too close to another vehicle, this vehicle will give you a visual or audible or both signal inside the cabin so that you know you're too close to that other vehicle. For comfort this year, we've also included Power Lift Rear Tailgate. With the push of a button, you can actually lower and raise this rear tailgate. Jeep has also increased the cargo capacity this year by 19%. To a whopping 35.1 cubic feet. Underneath this cargo storage area, we've added some removable trays that'll be perfect for your car wash material. Now, if you'll move to the passenger rear side of the vehicle, I'd like to explain to you another best in class that we received this year for leg room. We've added 4 additional inches in leg room to get that best in class, and also added a 60-40 split bench rear seat that's capable of reclining up to 12 degrees. Now, if you'll move to the front passenger area of the vehicle, I'd like to talk to you about a couple of other safety features that we have, like the seat-mounted thorax and side curtain airbags with roll sensing technology. This will actually protect your outside passengers in the event of a collision or rollover. We've also, Jeep has spared no expenses this year in interior design and technology. There's a soft touch leather stitch available to anywhere the driver can possibly touch, literally, to include the dash. That's right, guys, the dash can actually be leather this year. With the Uconnect Studios with hand-free and voice activation, we have navigation, radio, satellite TV, all voice-activated, hands-free. There's a button located right on your steering wheel to handle that for you. You can pair up to 7 Bluetooth phones to this vehicle this year. That's right, 7. And this will be able to give you hands-free operation on those phones as well. Now, guys, with an additional $2,400 in equipment this year on our Laredo 4x4 and over $450 in reduction on MSRP, will give you an added value on this vehicle this year of nearly $3,000. So anybody in the class could see that this vehicle right here is going to wipe our competition up. Now, on behalf of Galeana Chrysler Jeep, I'd like to thank you for allowing me to demonstrate this newly designed 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee.